I want you to be audacious. So audacious when you are stepping into your goddess self, when you are stepping into main character energy, when you are stepping in to the version of you that knows she is so worthy and so damn irresistible. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, my name is Kim Velez. I am a former trauma therapist, now turned incredible life coach, where I get the fucking pleasure of helping teach women and men to never suffer ever again and get what they want when it comes to their love life. I am the game changer, the trailblazer that started the movement of self-concept and love, and how it's just up all over TikTok and all over YouTube when nobody was talking about it. It makes me happy because this is the key. The foundational key is the self-concept work. So when we are talking about being audacious, it's claiming who the fuck you are. You see, I just did. I already know who I am. I already know my role as a coach. I've been her. I keep being her. I'm not going to, lower and dim my light because I might ruffle some other feathers. Take ownership of who you are. I know who I am, right? And then we do this with self-concept and love too. When I didn't know my worth and value, I would say I wanted these things. I would say that I wanted to feel this way and have this experience and know these things of myself, but I didn't really believe them. They were not who I was, because without the validation in the 3D reality, guess who didn't know her worth and value? Guess who wasn't audacious? We see so many women that have no problem taking up space. And that's amazing. We see so many women that when they walk in a room, they're magnetic and all eyes are on them. We see so many women that when they're, talking with people or interacting with people, that people are captivated and mesmerized, right? We see so many women that have the men that they desire, lining up for them, that are excited to be in their presence, that have no problem wanting to go above and beyond for them. So what's the difference between those women versus women who experience the complete opposite? Well, they're not audacious enough. They haven't decided that that's who the fuck they are and that's what they're worthy of receiving. And I know for me, this was the biggest thing that changed the game for me, was changing my perception of myself and reprogramming my belief system to know these things about myself without a shadow of a doubt in all areas of my life. Because when I did it in the love area of my life, I just naturally and automatically got even bigger, bolder, and more audacious when it came to my other perceptions of self in the other areas of my life. It's a ripple effect, the butterfly effect. I guess ripple effect is more appropriate in this context, but you know what I mean? And I'm so hyped up right now because I just got done doing the 3-day Align Love Masterclass with Ritz, and we had over 300 people. I mean, amazing, so powerful, so transformative, so many fucking shifts in there for the women. And this is why we do what we do, because like I said, it hurt so bad when I woke up every day and every time I manifested in some kind of relationship or whatever it was, right? That I always didn't feel good enough, that I emotionally suffered because of the thoughts and beliefs I had about me, that something was always wrong with me, that I needed to prove my worth and earn love from people. And when I did all the manifesting SP stuff, it wasn't working. It didn't stick. And that's when I changed the game of that, because I'm like, it's what Neville says, self-concept. That's the key that's missing. And so that's when I heavily started announcing that, talking about that, and going through my own process with that back in, I think it was 2019 on YouTube. And ever since then, I have helped thousands of women transform, and men. But it's really understanding that you're always going to only manifest text. You're always going to manifest painful love experiences, and you will always manifest in the hot and cold and settling and not feeling good in your love connections and any other area of your life if your self-concept is not on point in that area. And the switch that ends up being magical, because I get it, you guys come to me a lot where you've wasted lots of money, you've wasted lots of time doing all the other things, dealing with all the other ways that it's being taught out there, and nothing shifted. You might get the stupid little text, and I'm not about manifesting text. I don't do intermittent manifesting. I don't do inconsequential manifesting. I do conscious manifesting. I do all the inner work in me so that I have life-changing circumstances, so that I am a dominant version of me that I fucking desire, so that I reinforce the circumstances that I'm choosing and preferring for myself, and I persist in the version of me who's in the wish fulfilled of that. And then I anchor it in and I'm reprogramming it until I know it is a fact for me. I don't care what shows up on the outside. The outside's irrelevant because the outside is an after effect. It's an afterthought. It didn't come before what's inside of you. It came after what was inside of you. So if I keep doing my inner work in me, then out here has no choice but to catch up. That is law, baby. We've proven it to ourselves 100 million times with what we don't want. So now you're going to practice proving it to yourself with getting what you want. So you really want to be audacious. You want to stand in your power. And listen, you don't believe it when you first say it. I've been saying that forever. I know all the nuances. That's why there's a difference of you wanting something and consciously knowing that this is what you want, right? And then being the version of you that will allow herself to receive it. Two different versions usually. So what is the difference? Well, when I have low self-concept and love, when I am not audacious about myself, when I don't know my worth and value, when I'm sitting in front of my SP or some new man that I think is, whatever, amazing and incredible, I feel insecure. I'm overanalyzing me. I'm worried about what they're thinking and, feeling about me, and if they're really going to want me and who else they're dating and all those things. So if that's who I'm being, then that means that I don't know that I am worthy. I don't know that I am the best. I don't know that people rise to the occasion for me. I don't know that I'm the fucking prize, right? I don't know that I'm always the one that's chosen no matter what. I'm not audacious about me. And so when I say things like, oh, I'm deserving of commitment, I'm worthy of this, I'm a good person. I used to do that. Before I knew law of assumption, I used to say those things all the time because I believe that. I believe I am a good person, even with the shitty self-concept and love, right? Because that's only one view of myself in one area of my life. I would say I'm loyal, which I was, but now I'm loyal to me. I'm not loyal to others in the sense of I don't value being loyal to others over being loyal to myself, because that was me having people on a pedestal. So I take care of me and I put my needs first. And I don't overgive and allow myself to underreceive with anything in my life ever again. So the difference, though, like I was saying, is saying I'm worthy, I'm a good person, I'm loyal, I love with my whole heart, right? So why is that not coming back to me, right? Well, one, you saying those things, while they're beautiful, I do believe that you believe that, but you don't believe that when you have the mirror of the person you're seeing yourself in relation to, because you're thinking and feeling and believing and acting the opposite, right? So we can say that I want commitment. We can say I'm worthy of commitment. We can think those conscious thoughts because we're choosing them, but you will be in conflict. You're not in alignment with who you're actually being until you do the reprogramming. Because if you're someone who's still chasing love, if you're someone who's still trying to earn and prove her worth and value with her people she's dating, if you're someone who is not holding appropriate boundaries of someone who does know their worth and value, if you're allowing disrespect, if you're allowing yourself to be treated like a doormat, if you're still settling for fucking shitty crumbs like intermittent texting, like only getting hit up for this or that, for no difference with your SP, and you're too scared to release a version of someone who's not conformed, baby, that means you haven't conformed. And I've been saying that for the last fucking 5 years, is that you're wanting them to conform, you haven't conformed. So we do the work on you, the easy shits with the SP in that process. And Neville said it very clear. I'm sorry, but he did. If you go read his shit, you'll find out what he said about manifesting SP. Stop listening to me and other people. Go read it yourself and have an understanding for yourself, because it's really powerful. He was very clear where he said, the fastest way to see someone else lovingly and to hold that dominantly in your mind when it comes to a specific person is you got to see yourself lovingly first. So he said you really got to work on your self-concept in order to sustain seeing a version of someone that sees you the way that you desire. And here's why. You're not able to see that steadily and consistently enough to get movement from the specific person. Here's why. Because what you're doing is how you really feel and believe about yourself in relation to them. You're pushing that out, you're projecting it onto them, and then you're assuming that's how they fucking see you. So you change how you see you, they will do the same. There might be a little bit of tweaking you need to change a version of someone you've gotten used to, but that's easy when you have a good self-concept and love. So I love you guys. You're amazing. If you want some freebies, they are below. If you want to dive deep and actually have a transformational experience and stop wasting time manifesting a text and feeling insecure as fuck the entire time, and you're ready to level up you and know your worth and value and not feel insecure ever again, I got your back. There are powerful transformative coaching groups that we have. And we also have things coming up soon. So stay tuned. You're definitely going to want to hear that. Little, I guess they're mini boot camps, mini workshops, fun ways, different intensives to work with us and really start anchoring and transforming. So this is how manifesting becomes easily and effortless. It's not easy and effortless until you are a version of you that knows it's inevitable for her. The way you get to be a version of you that knows it's inevitable for her is to reprogram the belief system that's telling you otherwise. All right. I love you guys. Bye.